It's going.
Oh God, it's recording. Okay.
It is recording. How are you?
Do we have a guest this week or?
Nope, just us.
Okay. Um, my suggestion for next week is to get my roommate Matt on the
Ooh.
podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. How have you been? You said you wanted to tell me about some things, so let's hear it.
Yeah. So, well, no, I've been good. I just wanted to tell you about something I've been learning in class. And it's really cool because we're learning about sort of like the three energy systems. And I mean, I don't know it completely, but I wanted to try to like tell you about it because like it's really cool how it fits in.
Yeah. Tell me all about it.
But okay, so well, I just want to tell you about the I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called. I might be wrong here, so don't take everything I say completely as facts. But I think it's called oxidative phosphorylation. I, I think.
All right.
So
I'll take your word for it.
basically, well, the reason that I figured I might as well tell you this is because Ari texted me. He's like, "Why is tired? Like, why is being tired? Why does that exist?" And I was like, I know the answer to that now. And here, let me see what I sent him. Okay, so basically, when you have a hard workout, your body builds up lactate, right? Uh, and that sort of what does it have? Okay, so basically a major excess of lactic acid, uh, you basically that's an accumulation of protons. That's sort of what acid is. That's what we learned. And when you hit your lactic threshold, that sort of spills into your bloodstream, and whatever it's called, it so you can tell I still don't know it very well
Oh, it's
yet.
fine. It's fine. I'm interested.
But so it spills into your bloodstream, and then that massive just accumulation of lactic acid, it slows down almost every process in your body. So that's why you start to tighten up. That's why you can't fire your muscles quicker. And what recovery is then is basically the lactic acid is going through your bloodstream and has to go through your liver and get converted back to ATP for energy. Do you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. So then you can continue to contract your muscles, which is like a whole other uh, thing that I won't go into. But I don't know.
Well,
I
if you
thought that
don't
was
have a
really
healthy
cool.
liver, then that kind of stops like your lactic acid from being put back into like energy, basically.
Well, I'm not gonna say yes because I don't know truthfully, but I would assume if your liver was like if you were like an alcoholic or something,
Yeah.
I would assume that would definitely have an effect on your ability to turn lactic acid back into ATP.
Right.
Yeah. So I
That
don't know. I
makes
just thought that was interesting.
Well, I was
Yeah.
definitely having a tough time with lactic acid today.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
So I was supposed to do 6 by K at like 3:30, but I was like kind of pressed for time because I had a class right after. And I was just like feeling good that day. And I'm feeling pretty ambitious about this weekend's 5K. So I thought to myself, hey, let's try to go in the 3:20s.
Yeah.
Um, and then I went out at like 3:20, 3:22, and then I hit like 3:30, like 1. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a longer rest. Like the rest I was doing was like 90 seconds. So I took a 3-minute active recovery. I
Okay.
did the next one at like 3:35. At this point, I'm dying. I'm like, okay, maybe I should like take a little bit more rest just to like, cause like that 3:35 was like a really like struggling to get to the line 3:35, if you know what I mean.
Like you were really just sort of tight. You were tightened up basically.
Yeah, I was tightening up. Yeah. So I took like 8 minutes and just like stood around and like just like try to like catch my breath. Cause like I knew that if I went right into the other ones, it would just be like 3:40, 3:45, like for the last two.
Mhm.
So I took
Okay.
some rest and I ended up finishing. It was something like 3:29 and then like 3:17. So I mean, I'm upset that I had to like stop, but like at the same time, I'm glad that I kept like the pace kind of quick. Um, in the future, definitely gonna like do the workout correctly because it was not supposed to be 90 seconds rest. It was supposed to be like somewhere between 2 and 2 minutes, 30 seconds rest. So
Yeah.
definitely going to do that correctly next time. But yeah, I'm glad I got through it, because when I got past the 5th K, I was like, maybe I shouldn't do the 6th one. Like, what benefit would I get? And then I was like, nah,
You just got to do it.
Yeah. And then
That
hey,
happens. I mean, that kind of thing happens a lot. You get to the last one, or not the last one, but you get sort of halfway through, and then it hurts.
yeah.
So, but what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, ending with 3:17 is I'd think pretty good, because I thought once I started that, like on the 3:20, 3:22, I was like not gonna get quicker than that. I thought it was just gonna fade, but like finishing strong was a good way to end it. Yeah, and it was like it's weirdly I don't know about Penn State, but it's weirdly like hot up here. It's like 70. It was 70s.
Oh, seriously?
Today. Yeah, it was 70s and sunny today. It's like not like fall weather at all. So it's definitely interesting.
Here it's I mean, it's not cold yet, but there's days when I would say there's days, I think the coldest it gets right now is like 58, like as the high.
Yeah.
Today the high was like maybe like 65.
Yeah.
So like it's not cold, but it's not warm. It's fall weather.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, but good job on that workout, because if you think about it, a couple weeks ago, you
would not have been able to do that. Yeah. And I mean, coming off of I'm still feeling that long run from Sunday, like is still in my legs. Like my legs are still like so heavy from that. So it was just, yeah.
I still can't believe, because you sent that to us and I was like, all right, 13-mile long run, that's long. But then you sent us the elevation and I was like, what?
Yeah, no, it was, I was like, okay, how bad could it really, really be? Like, this can't be that, like, we've ran hills at home. Like, we have Belterre, like, it's whatever. Like, how bad could Sweet Road be? And I know for context, like the Division I team runs here. They do workouts here. They do long runs here. It's just outside of Syracuse in this small town called Pompeii. It's a town over, basically. And so basically what Sweet Road is, it's just like I'd say like a 10 or so mile long road of just like, if you start at one end, it's just like uphill, flat, uphill, flat, uphill, flat, uphill, flat. And then like going down is like downhill, flat, basically.
Yeah.
And so basically we kind of start like in the middle, and then we go down a few miles, and then we start at like the base of Sweet Road. And then that's when, you kind of separate from like the guys you're going to run with for the rest of the run and the guys that are going to stay back, I guess. And so for me, my mentality, I was like, so we got to Sweet Road. I was like, okay, I'm probably going to do 10 to 11. Like, I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Like, this is my first time here. I didn't get much sleep the night before. This is Sunday for reference. And I just went into it thinking like not much is going to happen. I'm just going to like try to like get through it. And then one thing leads to another. I'm staying with the top group and we're just clicking off like 640, 650s going uphill for like literally 6 miles of straight incline. I posted on the story. It's definitely just as hard as they make it out to seem.
Was there a point when do you feel like you're in shape to do that, or was that like sort of out there a little bit?
Oh no, it was 100% out there. I surprised myself so much. I literally like mid run, I was literally like what, like why is my body not stopping me right now? Like, why am I not like collapsing and just like dying? But I don't know. I surprised myself, and we got out on the other side, clicking off 650s for 13 miles, which is like literally my second longest run since we did like that 20-mile run in like 9th grade.
I mean, that's got to be a good feeling to have that sort of jump right now.
No, it definitely is. And, it's a good jump, but I got to realize that like that last week was like a 44-mile week. It was a little much, and I need to like bring it down a notch, because that's just at this rate for me, it's just probably not sustainable. Like I can't be like I can't jump right from like, I was sitting at like 20-25-mile weeks, just like 45-mile weeks. Like, I'm gonna dial it back this week. I talked to Mr. Leibowitz. I'm probably gonna be in the pool or on the bike tomorrow. He said probably try to do both. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So
finally getting in the freaking pool.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I've been saying it for so long, but it's fine.
I've brought that up every podcast now.
I know. And I just, I don't know. Me and the pool, me and aquatics have a bad relationship. I'm just not a good swimmer. I'm just simply not a good swimmer.
uh, well, I mean, you'll get better at it. Maybe actually by swimming and training with Mr. Leibowitz a little bit, you'll finally get confidence and you can do that triathlon with us next summer.
Maybe.
You'll think about you will think about it. You will think about it. You got to.
I'll heavily consider it because I know you've been trying to get me to do triathlons for the longest time. But okay.
Super suit.
Hey, yes, if we do the triathlon, we got to bike 100 miles out east.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do have to do that.
We do have to do that. That'd be so amazing.
Definitely. Okay, wait, but okay, you said in your workout you started to tighten up toward what rep? The 5th rep you took the 8-minute break?
No, it was so I did 3Ks and then I took like a 3-minute like active recovery, which is like not the 90-second active recovery, which is between each K. And then I think it was after the 4th K, I was like, okay, I need to like stand and just like chill for a little bit because I'm not just work out.
So wait, you said the 90 seconds, those were also active though, right?
Yeah, everything was active. Yeah.
Even when you so you just
not the 8-minute stop. Yeah, that was just stop and just like regain myself.
So the reason I'm asking that is also I'm going to go back into something that I found interesting.
Yeah.
Was like the importance. I mean, that's not really a cool down, but it was the because you didn't finish the workout there, but It was the importance of a cool down that we learned about. So basically what I'm trying to like visualize what happened is that the lactic acid built up for you. So, you couldn't turn over as quick. And then, but if you were, this is just like what I'm thinking. I have no idea if it's true. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is if you were to take that 8-minute break and instead of just standing there and letting the lactic acid sort of just sit there, if you were to continue to jog and keep your heart rate up, your blood would basically get pumped through your liver faster. And then the lactic acid would get turned into ATP faster. If it was just an easy jog, not a hard jog, like but that's sort of, I think, is what we learned the basis of like a cool down and active recovery is.
So a cool down makes you recover better almost.
Yeah. Because it takes the lactic acid and turns it back into energy.
I think we realized that a little bit too late in our high school career. Like I feel like it was no, I'm serious because I remember in high school, it was really like the junior year cross country season. That's when we actually started like really realizing like the importance of actual active recovery. Because I remember there was a 8x on grass, and DeLuca said it's just like stationary rest for 90 seconds. But I remember like just trying to jog around and trying to like stay loose because like that. I knew for some reason we did a lot of research that summer and we knew that it was better. But I remember before junior year, it was kind of just like you do a rep and you just like, kind of just
you rest.
Yeah. You rest. Which is, it felt good at the time, but I mean,
going into high school, and freshman, sophomore year, that's probably the smarter thing to do.
Yeah.
Just because, if you jog every rest, depending on how long the rest is, you could be doubling the mileage.
Right.
Or adding a quarter of the mileage onto the run. And in like a week span of things, that's, that can add up.
Yeah. A lot of kids don't have the endurance at that time, at that age, I guess.
I mean, originally though, like until today, I thought the sole purpose of a cool down, a cool down I knew was just like bring your heart rate down. But really, actually, no, that's not even the purpose of a cool down. Is keep your heart rate up to pump the lactic acid through.
Right.
But I thought the purpose of active recovery was just to get more mileage, but easy mileage.
I always thought it was kind of like something with heart rate and like keeping it like so it like doesn't vary too much, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Think about it, like if you're standing still, then your heart rate just drops, and then like when you start a rep again, it just like goes like quickly. So I can see how like keeping it more constant can make it like almost easier. And like you said, with the lactic acid kind of like helps it get flushed out easier, I guess.
Yeah.
Quicker. I mean, yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. I found all that very cool, very interesting.
I find it very interesting too. I mean, we're still the fact that we're still learning stuff about, running, even though I mean, we're pretty young, not gonna lie. It seems like a long time, but like what, 7 years of running, I guess.
I mean, how long has it been? Seventh grade for basically both of us, and then
Yeah.
seventh grade, or we said seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. Jesus,
Yeah.
that does not seem okay. I mean, okay, but then think about it. You and me were both 18. You have until like anywhere from 26 to like 28 until you peak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we got another 10 years left.
Another
We're not
ripe
even
10
halfway there.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild to think about.
It is
Are we
wild.
No, we're not. Yeah. Oh, dude, today I had a ladder workout.
Oh yeah. How was that? How
With
was
the
that?
club
Tell us
team.
about
It was 800, 1200, 16, 12, 8. And in between each rep was 2 minutes active. And we did it. Here, should I bring up the Garmin stats?
Yeah, yeah. Did you do it with the club or you just did it alone?
Yeah, so actually, most workouts I usually do alone, but I texted Mr. Leibowitz today and I was like, hey, can I, like, how do you feel about me just sort of hopping in with the club for this one? And he said, go for it. Okay, so the first 8 we did it in 250. It was supposed to be a 8K race pace. So this one was a little bit slow because 8K goal 8K race pace is like anywhere from 515 to 520 for me, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there, truthfully, for my fitness right now. We did it around 526 pace. It was 251. Then the 1200, we did it at 514 pace. That was a little bit quicker. That was 401. And then the 16, we did at 520. So that was, perfect. Then another 12, we did at 402. And then the last 8, we did in 234. And the first 8 was in 251. So that was like a 15-ish second difference.
So are there guys, are you like one of the better guys on the team, or is it kind of like there are a few guys that are like better than you, or?
Well, okay, so I'm in the top group.
Okay.
There's I would say there's one dude that's like that's beaten me in every race. He's probably the number one dude.
Yeah.
But then everyone else, I would say, really, everyone else is kind of equal and can mix from second to really fourth or fifth. So fourth and second to fifth is really like all the same, I'd
Yeah.
say. I mean, yeah, I'm sure the longer distances you go, the further back I'll be because they're a lot of them are true cross country runners,
Right, right.
But honestly, none of them watch this because none of them know Head Start Running exists. But if they ever see this, like, I don't know. But basically, what I think is, I think if I were to go up in anywhere from a mile to an 800 with any of them, I think I would smoke them.
Okay.
But
Good
I
to
think
know.
anything above a mile, I think they got me a little bit.
That's pretty similar. I guess somewhat similar with my club. I know one guy's definitely, he's a freshman, way better than me. And I'd say I'm kind of there with the rest of the guys, except it really varies on the distance. Like a lot of these guys, as I said, are like really like half marathoners, 10 milers, 15K. They like those distances and stuff. And, me coming up from high school, never have even run a 8K. And by the way, the 520, is that like for an 8K, right?
What do you mean?
Like you said, like average 520 mile pace for your workout or something like that.
Oh yeah. The goal was to do it at 8K pace. That's anywhere from like 520 to 515 is probably where I could do it right now.
And that's, what is that, like 26 something or?
Let me see. Well, actually, that's a lie. My goal 8K pace is like 510, truthfully.
Yeah.
Because right now
that's 25, 50, right? 2550.
I will tell you in 2 seconds.
That's I don't think I can run a 5K like that right now, unfortunately. Actually, let's check. 2540, yeah. That's
so
something like
that would be goal, but my last 2 races I've run it in 521 pace, and it was 521 pace for both actually.
Damn.
So.
Wow, that's awesome. For me. Hey, this weekend, let's see. Hold on. Let's pull out the pace calculator. Let's see what I'm gonna try to run this weekend. I know for me, I definitely want to go under 17. I think I set in my calendar under 17:20 right now. I'd be pretty thrilled with. But let's just check.
I got to be honest. I feel like it should sort of just be muscle memory for you to go sub 17. Like I
Yeah.
think you got it. That last race, I think that was a rust buster. You
Mhm.
ran, what was it? It was 18 something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 18:53 on like a pretty hilly course, and yeah, it was definitely sleep deprived. I'll say that.
With that long run and with those 1Ks,
Yeah.
it's only 5K. You
Right.
got it.
Okay, so it says a 17:03 is 5:30 mile pace. I think I could probably do that actually. That doesn't sound bad at all. Yeah, you know
You got
what?
it. You
Yeah,
got it.
let's
You
go under
got it.
let's go under 17:10 this weekend. That'd be
Do it.
nice. That'd be very nice.
Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited for this weekend. It's gonna be a flat course. That one guy. No, there's actually probably a few guys on the team that are better than me right now. Let's be real. But there's one freshman that is 100% the best guy on the running club. He is racing it as well this Saturday, the Great New York State Marathon 5K, which is also having a 10K and a half marathon, and obviously the full marathon.
Show him his boss.
I mean, I'll try. I'll try. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to
Well, good.
race.
Good. We have been on for a decent amount of time. I don't want to make this one 3 parts, so should we just cut it here?
We'll cut it here. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Should we do an outro? We never do outros. Or we sort of do outros.
It's been real,
It's been fun.
and it
Wait,
has been real
it
fun.
has been fun.
Thank you for watching, guys. If you're watching at home, yeah, I appreciate it. Have a good one.
See ya.